なんでや。完璧に模倣したはずやのに。
Let's be real, anime sequels are like MCU movies now, aren't they? They never stop, they multiply, and you're scared to blink in case you miss one. But while everyone was distracted watching Season 4, Part 3.5, The Last Final Maybe, a few brand new titles snuck into the party and actually carried the season. From eldritch horror to trash fighting punks to soft boy romances, Summer 2025's non-sequels were fire. Let's break them down. I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another isekai with an overpowered hero. But hold up, the water magician actually had me hooked faster than you can say water magic. Our boy Ryo gets reborn in a magical world and, surprise, he's blessed with water powers and eternal youth. Instead of going full OP from day one, he's out here vibing, learning spells at his own pace. Monsters? Deadly wilderness? Ryo's like, I've got all the time in the world. It's strangely chill watching an immortal optimist splash through life. And you know what sold me? The tone. It's Ryo fighting off giant monsters with aqua bending 101, then watering plants and making friends because why not, right? The guy's basically the Bob Ross of isekai protagonists, painting happy little water spells everywhere. It's equal parts relaxing and hype. By the time a fateful meeting dragged him into world-changing events, I was fully on board. If chaos had a postal code, it would be City the Animation. This show doesn't ease you in. It grabs your brain, chucks it into a paint mixer, and calls it comedy. Think of it as Nichijo's louder, wilder cousin who's overdosed on caffeine and lives in a sitcom version of Tokyo. The plot? Well, it barely matters. It's about three broke college students dodging rent and reality with their landlady acting like she's in an action movie. Fish-stealing cats turn into chase sequences, lunch breaks become melodramas. It's absurd in the best possible way. The animation really sells it here. KyoAni doesn't just animate jokes, they turn them into performance art. I laughed, I blinked in disbelief, I laughed again. If you're into anarchic comedy that doesn't care about logic, City is the kind of weird that makes your day better. You know how most AI roleplay apps feel like they've got the memory of a goldfish? Well, our sponsors of this video, Emoji, isn't like that. This thing actually remembers your storylines, your characters, and all the chaotic nonsense you throw at it. So instead of repeating the same "who are you again" conversation every session, it feels like you're building an ongoing saga with characters that evolve over time. And unlike a lot of apps out there, Emoji doesn't come at you with a million filters or random restrictions that just generally kill the vibe. You can roleplay however you want. No interruptions, no awkward walls. And the best part? It's free. Long replies, message editing, customizing your bots, all of it, no paywall. Plus, their privacy policy isn't written like a cryptic death note. They're not hoarding your data or selling it off. Just simple, user-first design. So yeah, if you want immersive roleplay that doesn't forget you exist, click the link in my description and download Emoji. Oh, and leave a comment. We're picking 3 winners for a free month of Emoji membership.
なお、モニカ・エバレット。七賢人が一人。沈黙の魔女。
This anime introduced me to the most relatable OP mage.
史上初めて無影小魔術を生み出した魔術師である。
Secrets of the Silent Witch stars Monica, a very, very shy girl who gets extremely anxious when she needs to talk to any person. She literally became one of the world's strongest sorceresses to avoid small talk. How, you may ask? Well, she mastered voiceless magic because she's too anxious to chant spells in front of people. Now she's undercover at a magic academy, tasked with secretly protecting a prince, and the real challenge is surviving social interactions. Watching Monica trying to navigate school life is equal parts hilarious and adorable because she'd rather face a dragon than a crowded classroom. It's a magical fantasy with a wholesome twist. Sure, Monica can vaporize a baddie without saying a word, but ask her to introduce herself and she's ready to drop dead. The show balances wizardry and comedy seamlessly. You're either in a high-stakes sorcery duel or you're cringing as Monica nervously tries to make her first friend. I found myself cheering for this socially anxious super witch. If you've ever felt like the awkward kid, this one hits home in the sweetest way. Dougen Anki doesn't try to reinvent shonen. It rips it apart, stitches it back together with cursed blood, and drenches it in folklore. Our protagonist Shiki grows up with a secret. He's an Oni, raised by a man whose day job was literally hunting his kind. When that man is murdered by fellow slayers, all that bottled up fury explodes. What follows is messy, emotional, and gloriously violent. Shiki's powers are raw and unpredictable, much like his grief. It's not just about swinging swords or channeling energy, it's about identity, betrayal, and finding a place when you've been cast as the monster. Yes, the fight scenes are gnarly, but what grabbed me was the simmering tension beneath the action. This isn't just another rage-powered revenge story, it's about rewriting your role in a myth that wants you dead. Dark, bloody, and personal.
一言で言うと、やばいやつだ。行くぞー
Ever wondered what happens after the Demon Lord wins? Cleavertess answers that in the wildest way possible. Cleavertess is a dark beast king who straight up annihilates the hero sent to slay him, but in the aftermath he ends up with an orphaned human baby to deal with. So what does this almighty villain do? He adopts the kid, of course. Before long, he's resurrecting one of the dead heroes to be the baby's reluctant nanny. Yeah, really. It's like a twisted demon daddy daycare, and I'm living for this bonkers premise. This anime swings between brutal and strangely heartwarming. Cleavertess goes from destroying kingdoms and feeding enemies to his monstrous pets to, well, changing diapers. Okay, he makes the hero do it, but still, you get what I mean. Despite all the carnage, you somehow start rooting for this bizarre little makeshift family. It's a dark fantasy epic meets slice of life in the best, craziest way possible.
お前はいい勇者になれる。
まずは呼吸だ。
What do you think so far? Do our thoughts match or what? If yes, give this video a massive like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Thank you.
お前、やっぱ、惹かれちゃうやろ。
This one left me spooked and heartbroken.
なんでや。完璧に模倣したはずやのに。
The Summer Hikaru Died is a slow burn horror set in a sleepy rural town where a summer friendship turns into a supernatural nightmare. One day Hikaru vanishes in the mountains and comes back different. The Hikaru that returns isn't human, it's something wearing his face, an eerie entity acting a bit too strange. His best friend Yoshiki knows this isn't the real Hikaru, but here's the twist. He doesn't run. Instead, Yoshiki decides to live with the imposter, keeping it secret as things get increasingly unsettling. This anime is part horror story, part tragic love letter between two boys. The tension's palpable. Every quiet scene has you holding your breath. You're watching sunflowers on a summer day, then a body horror twist makes your skin crawl. Yet beneath all this dread lies a heart-rendering tale of loneliness and devotion. It had me torn between fear and the urge to hug these boys. It's beautiful, it's chilling, and it's unlike anything else this season.
こんなに優しい人なのにまだ言ってませんでしたね。助けてくれてありがとう。
Need a break from all the action and horror? The fragrant flower blooms with dignity is here to gently water your soul. This is a high school romance so wholesome it might give you cavities. Rintaro is the big softie attending the delinquent boys' school next door, and Garuko is the elegant honor student from the elite girls' academy. They're both from different worlds, but fate and a local bakery brings them together. This anime is a love letter to slow burn romance. No crazy twists, no supernatural hijinks, just good kids learning not to judge a book by its cover. Every interaction between Rintaro and Garuko had me grinning and saying, "Aww." The drama comes from clashing friend groups and school reputations, but it's handled with such heart you can't help but root for these two dorks. If you're a romantic at heart, this one will leave you warm and fuzzy for hours.
和栗さんが大切にしている人を無視するのは俺にはできない。
ねえ、カオル子。あなたが好きになった人は底抜けのお人よしだわ。
你们可以称呼我。愚者。
I'll admit it, I never saw this one coming. One of the year's best anime is from China, and Lord of Mysteries definitely proved me wrong. This series drops you into a fantastical Victorian-era world straight out of a fever dream. Steampunk gadgets, cobblestone streets, shadowy secret societies, eldritch gods lurking in the shadows. Look, everything is here. Our protagonist Klein finds himself reborn in this era as an ordinary guy, but he quickly learns the ropes to become a beyonder, aka drink some spooky potions, gain crazy powers, try not to lose your mind in the process. The animation is mind-blowing, with a moody, gothic aesthetic that sucks you right in. It's like an elegant tea party, but then a tentacled horror erupts from the floorboards. It's ambitious, unpredictable, and utterly engrossing. Lord of Mysteries had me on the edge of my seat and craving more. If this is where Donghua, aka Chinese anime, is headed, count me in. This anime broke me, and I mean in the best way possible. Takopi's original sin came out of nowhere as the dark horse of summer 2025, and it delivered. At first glance, you'd think it's a cute kid show. A bubbly octopus alien named Takopi comes to Earth to spread happiness. But don't be fooled. Within minutes, Takopi is trying to help a miserable little girl, and the story plunges into truly dark, heart-rendering territory that I just didn't see coming. Bullying, trauma, desperation, nothing's off the table, and the emotional gut punches just keep coming. Watching this show is like getting hit by a truck full of feels. You find yourself giggling at Takopi's goofy alien gadgets, then suddenly you're stunned, heart-aching, possibly in tears. It's only a few episodes long, but it accomplishes more in its short run than a series twice its length. I was left completely speechless and oddly hopeful all at once. Takopi's original sin is proof that sometimes the most unsuspecting, innocent-looking package can hide an absolute masterpiece.
僕が今度こそ君をものすごい笑顔にしてみせるっぴー。
And that's a wrap on the hottest new anime of summer 2025. Let me know which one surprised you the most, or if I missed a hidden gem. Drop a comment, hit like if you vibed with the list, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime chaos every week. And don't forget to check out Emoji through the link in the description for some anime roleplay fun.